WRTV is learning a new tool for IMPD played a role in a fellow officer's arrest. IMPD officer Travis Lewis is suspended without pay, pending a recommendation of termination. That's in part because another IMPD officer spoke up when they thought Officer Lewis used improper use of force. According to a probable cause affidavit filed by the Marion County Prosecutor's Office, an IMPD officer accuses Officer Lewis of forcefully throwing a handcuffed man to the asphalt outside of a police cruiser. The reporting officer also said that he noticed Lewis had his hands in the area of the arrestee's genitals. Body camera video from the arrest also appears to show Lewis grab the suspect's genitals and twist them at least twice while attempting to get the suspect into the cruiser. WRTV's Nikki DeMentri is in studio to show us why IMPD officers may be more compelled to report incidents of alleged police misconduct. Nikki.
Hey, good evening, Mark. Checks and balances. That's what Metro Police Chief Randall Taylor says brought Officer Lewis's case to light. And when we spoke with Chief Taylor, I should say, on Monday about the situation, he told us a new tool that's called ABLE training. It played a part in that fellow officer coming forward. So we went back to IMPD today and found out exactly what this new training means for you and also for the department.
I hope this shows the community that we do listen and we do hear what the community is saying.
That new tool for Indianapolis Metro police officers is Active Bystandership for Law Enforcement, or the ABLE program,
which teaches officers what it means to intervene. It teaches officers how to intervene and makes it what I hope is okay for officers to intervene with one another.
ABLE is offered through Georgetown Law, and the department started pursuing it in the fall of 2020. This not long after an addition to the department's policy mandating that officers intervene if improper use of force is suspected.
So when we put it into policy, it is the responsibility of the department to then give officers the tools to follow that policy.
IMPD Deputy Chief Catherine Cummings notes this idea was a part of the agency's culture for years, but the ABLE program formalized it.
I think this is a perfect example of showing that we were listening to the community in 2020. We were looking for solutions. We altered our policies and we looked for those tools to give to our officers.
After being accepted into the program, command staff and supervisors went through the training last fall. Training for patrol officers is ongoing.
It lasted about 9 hours almost, and so it was scenario-based. We were able to interact with other officers.
One of Metro Police's public information officers, William Young, participated in the initial in-person training on Tuesday. ABLE training not only focuses on intervening in a case of police misconduct, but also officer wellness.
I believe with this training, it also helps when those officers go home with their own families, and even vice versa when they're out taking calls for service or out dealing with the community.
I hope it shows the community and shows Indianapolis that we are listening, we care, and we want to be the police department that the community is asking for.
Now, IMPD tells me all 1,700 officers will have completed ABLE training by the end of April. Additional trainings will happen annually, and the new recruit classes will also go through this program, Mark.
Our Nikki DeMentri live in studio with us tonight. After George Floyd was killed at the hands of police in Minneapolis, Minnesota, IMPD took even more steps to improve accountability, transparency, and community relations. Metro Police added body cameras and banned no-knock warrants. The department updated its use of force policy and created a civilian-led use of force board to review police-involved shootings. The department has also created a diversity council. The goal is to improve diversity, inclusion, equity, and understanding within the ranks of IMPD and the communities they serve.